Hi, my name's Adam, and this is TwoShays Shenanigry. What I'm going to do today is attempt to hand hammer and or forge an alien head out of 3/16 inch plate. Now, I've never done this before, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but well, let's just give it a whirl and we'll see together, won't we? Okay. Okay, I didn't exactly film the beginning of this because I'm not a good videographer just yet, but this is what we're working with. I had to cut it in half because I only have a 5-inch forge, and the whole thing wouldn't fit in there. So I had taken half of it, heated it up in the forge, and started to form it on a stump that I had carved out a bowl shape in, and then I ran out of fuel. That was last weekend, so I had to wait before I could make any more progress until this weekend to continue on, which is what I'm going to do now. So what I did was I kind of sketched out an alien head and then picked out the half that I liked best, folded it in half, and then traced the good half onto the other side so it would be symmetrical. Then I transferred it over to the metal and then cut the whole thing in half and then started the forging. This is my forge and anvil, and then here's the stump that I used to kind of give the head some shape. I also turned an old trailer hitch ball into a Hardy tool on my anvil, so that's going to help me shape this out too, and that's what we're about to do. Okay, so the first part of this video may not sound that great because I'm waiting for my microphones to charge up, but in the meantime I'm going to go ahead and make some progress on this. So we will place said alien head into yonder forge, heat it up, and begin the forming. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory of why I'm doing this. I live in Colorado. In the southwestern part of the state is an area called the San Luis Valley. And down there, near a town called Hooper, is what's called the UFO Watchtower. Now, and they got a campground. It's like 20 bucks a night, and it's a lot of fun to go down there and hang out, talk with Judy, the owner, and you can, there's no light pollution and stuff like that, so you can like watch for UFOs if you want to, or if you believe in that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know how to link to that place because this is only my second video, but I've got the next best thing: a refrigerator magnet of it. So probably backwards, but that's what it looks like. She's got like a geodesic dome that's a gift shop, and then there's a platform built above it that you can hang out all night long if you want to, and just look for UFOs or just watch the stars. When I've been down there, I've seen that Starlink or Skylink or whatever that Elon Musk chain of satellites is, which is pretty cool to see. But this is their 25th anniversary, so I figured I'd do something, make something and take it down there, and if she wants it, she can hang it up or whatever, or if not, you know, she can use it for whatever. But that's just kind of my motivation on this, so that's why this whole thing's being done. So I'm using what's called a rounding hammer on this. It's kind of a little bit round on one side, flat on the other, just to try to help form this into that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little on one half, then a little on the other, and try to keep them somewhat matched up in my progress. No, it's just going to end up kind of being a back and forth. A little bit here, a little bit there until I get them close. Then I'll start working on some of this area to give it some more three-dimensional look and stuff. That's the plan anyway. got going now is I've got this area in here. I don't know if you can see the soapstone marks, but I kind of want that to stand out. So I'm attempting to hit it from the backside with this thing I made, which is just a ball bearing that was been welded to a piece of round stock. Oh, I'm just trying to get that to stick out a little bit. I don't know if you would call that a reveal or what, but as you can see, I'm clumsy. And it smokes real good too. I got a fan going, but it doesn't help much. Not sure if this is the right way to go about this. Trying to give it a little more depth. Now, what's that look like? Eat your tongs. Yeah, not sure if that's achieving the right thing or not. Yep, forge ahead. So what I may end up having to do is take my plasma cutter and kind of cut along here. And then I can recess this down a little bit so that this seems a little bit more prominent and sticks out. I've got a picture that I found on the internet of like a bust of an alien head, and it's got a picture from the front and a picture from the side, but I'm not sure if I can show that. I'm not really sure what the whole copyright program is all about when it comes to things like that, but this is turning out to be a little bit more of a challenge than I expected, but that's how it always goes, right? So now I'm just trying to get a little bit of shape into this cheekbone thing. A little bit of three-dimensional rounding.
Yeah, my truck is fixing my Tahoe today.
Cool.
We finally got the warranty and everything else done, so it took 2.5 months.
You're talking all over my YouTube video, dude.
Oh, I apologize.
Okay. That's okay. My neighbors hate me anyway. Alright. Alright. A little bit of a brush off. And then I think I'm going to call it for this portion of the video. Initially I was thinking about doing the whole build on one video, but I think that would get to be a little boring. So we'll do it here. Just going to flatten out the other half, kind of get them so that they'll match up a little bit. Okay, so I think this is where we're going to call it. See if I can get this. I didn't take into account that once I started curving these, that the center line wasn't going to match up anymore. Well, that's going to be dealt with. And initially I had made them so that I could overlap them slightly, and then I was going to rivet them down the center. That would be kind of an industrial look slash steampunky, you know, just something different. But I don't know, I may end up welding them together, who knows. I still think the rivet idea is going to be better. But I think this is where I'm going to call it quits for now. I don't want to be like 6 hours into this and all of a sudden be like, damn it, Beavis, this was stupid. So I'm going to call it at this and then proceed in the next video. Well, I think that's where I'm going to call it quits for today and just kind of let it sit there, and I'll look at it for the next few days and it'll speak to me. Hopefully not literally, but and then just, you know, sometimes that's what you have to do. And then in a few days go on to step 2 or round 2 or whatever. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, seriously. And on the next one we'll give it hell. So long.